Welcome to the Bastard Sermon, you motherfuckers.
Welcome to another episode of the Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Luke Young.
Rand Barnacle.
That's Rand Barnacle. And this week we have on the two hosts of the How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb podcast. A fun little acronym, if that's too long for you. HALT SWALTB.
It's Hilt Swap.
Yeah. It's a halt swalt B, right?
Yeah, which it makes you sound like you're sucking a dick, which we thought about beforehand.
That lovely voice right there is Luke Fegenbush. He's also a comedian, and then the laughter in the background is Loren Hutton. Loren, say what's up so they know what you sound like.
Hi, this is me.
And everyone give it the fuck up for these boys. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Pamper your guests.
Yes, dude. A little round of applause.
We
little
immediately
intro.
attack our guests.
Yeah, dude.
Break them down.
Nice.
What's your podcast about? I know what it's about. I've listened, but tell the people that don't know what it's about.
Audience.
Yes.
We do a show about bombing. Mostly comics, but we branch that out into all performers because any performance medium can go wrong for whatever reason. So we just dig into that.
What's the best story that you guys have got from a guest so far?
Oh, see, but if we pick one, all the others will feel bad.
Well, Ran, you remember when you came on and talked about doing
bingo?
Yep. I was thinking the comedy in a prison story where you and Lee almost
also
died.
A favorite.
Yeah, that was a fun
about that one. I forgot I did that. Yeah.
He did comedy in a prison?
Yes.
Doesn't fucking Nate Bargatze have a joke about that where he's talking about I was doing comedy in a prison, and then a dude just stood up and started walking towards me real confidently, and he was I was shook immediately, and he was like, I was trying to do the joke, but then I was looking around like, is anybody gonna do anything about this? And the bathrooms are right behind me. The dude just went over there in front of a live audience, whole group of fucking other men there in prison, and me doing comedy and just pissed with no delay and no hesitation. Whatever that man's in here for, he did it. He's fucking guilty.
Pees confidently.
Yeah, that dude fucking, you don't pee with that much confidence in that situation if you're not guilty of something.
A surprising lack of prison guards. Just at every comedy show in prison I've heard, they have 3 for a 75-person audience.
Yeah.
It's what are they going to do?
They're here for laugh. They didn't bring their shanks. It's fine. Just send in Billy with a taser. He'll watch him.
Maybe in that 19-year-old we're paying $12 an hour.
Hell yeah! Oh, you fresh out of training? Yeah, I heard there's a comedian in the rec center. Why don't you go check it out and watch 200 armed convicts is the word I was trying to find. You should breathe in between sentences. You should.
Breathing's pretty
important.
It's helpful. It's very helpful.
You ever just try not? It's not great.
Yeah. That's right.
It doesn't end well, from what I hear.
It's also not great for this conversation. Shit.
No, keep going. There's gold. Keep digging.
Just keep digging.
Just keep digging your hole.
You'll hit gold or China.
So this is a good story for the podcast.
All right. Well, if not what's your best story? What are your favorite types of reactions or stories you get out of guests? Does that make sense?
I love when people get booed out of stadiums. That's my favorite shit.
Who got booed out of the stadium?
Oh, yeah.
Seamer.
Really?
He opened for Cat Williams, and they hated him for 62 seconds, and then he was like, all right, I'll leave. Okay, fine.
But, come on, who the fuck signed up Seamer to be the opening act for Cat Williams' fucking audience?
Cat Williams.
No, dude, that was a quick decision.
It might have been a scapegoat. There's some conspiracy there where Cat Williams might want people to go up and just get immediately shouted down.
A friend of mine used to work security for him.
Yeah.
And he's the biggest piece of shit you've ever met in your life. He's fucking terrible, top to bottom. He's everything about him, everything he does. He's you get to know him, and you're like, oh, fuck, this is Cat Williams. And then after 2 days, you're like, I don't think he's paying me enough, and this is the most I've ever made doing anything in my life.
His specials still fucking floor me, though.
Shit.
He just did a new special and just put it up on Netflix.
Is it garbage for real?
I haven't seen it yet. I didn't get time to watch it. I was listening to their podcast.
I'm excited to check that out.
So it looked like I've been listening for months. And I was like, I got to cram in the first 10 minutes of 8 episodes and look like I'm a giant fan and shit like that. I'm sorry. I should have done more research. I'm bad at this.
Do you floss 14 times before you go to the dentist the night before? Because that's effectively what
Do I have surprisingly less food in my teeth than most people that you talk to or something?
No, you just strike me as a procrastinator based on what you just said.
I guess
I'll just print all this out now. Oh, this is due tomorrow? Oh, they're going to check? I got 12 hours. We'll just crank this out now. Even though I had 6 weeks.
I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm a busy man. Between sitting and getting fatter and fucking screaming.
It takes a lot of time.
Screaming at my children in a basement. There's fucking...
You can do those at the same time, right?
Shut up!
He does.
And be happy!
But you can't
that's
enjoy...
what he considers multitasking.
But how do you enjoy sitting and getting fatter if you're yelling, right? Your blood pressure's all up.
Who said you get to enjoy it?
How
you gotta work at life, okay? You don't get to just fucking ride through with nothing.
Yes, I do.
Just living in your grandpa's basement
That's what I'm
for
doing.
your whole fucking life.
That's what I'm doing, and it's working out great for me. And by great, I mean I have a local podcast that 4 people listen to.
You're a grown man.
It's great.
You're a grown man with 2 children that still wears a spiked vest.
Yeah.
It's fun. Great.
The jokes land better when I have the spike vest on.
I'm just picturing you nursing a baby and just piercing him on your shoulder.
Oh, you think I'm so fat that I have man milk tits that I fucking nurse my son with? Just sucking down milk. It's all curdled and it tastes like Dorito cheese. Yeah, dude.
That's actually what
right.
it is. It is curdled Dorito cheese. It's not even milk.
If I had milk that came out of my tits, that would for sure be what it was.
It's that cheese from Subway that you can pump for free on the fucking stale nachos.
Oh my god, that shit is fire.
Like you can see the powder still in it as it comes out of the spout.
Oh, that's
I'd be
good,
sucking
dude.
my own
crystal.
titty.
Oh, a crystal of cheese dust. Oh, it's the best.
If it was like that,
made
I
out
would
of earwax.
I would break my neck trying to suck my own titty off. If
I don't think you have to.
that's what was in it.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know this.
You get enough
Let's hear
length
it.
there.
But the Kraft mac and cheese shit, that cheese powder.
Do you ever just eat it
Just
by
get
itself?
a breadstick, lick the breadstick. You have a whole new.
like a finger.
Did you just
No, dude,
invent cheese fun dip?
Yeah, dude.
All right, so
Oh, we
there's
gotta do that shit.
There's actually
Do
a
it.
thing where there's a thing online where people take like different things and put them on Crazy Bread from Little Caesars, and that's one of like the top ones. Is
It's
people
mac
will
and
sprinkle
cheese.
that and then like
Yes.
ramen. It's that and like I think the beef ramen noodle seasoning together.
Oh,
yeah.
that sounds good.
All
On
of
top
this
of Crazy
came
Bread?
from prison kitchens. We're just going back to jail,
Yeah.
because some of the most dank food made out of the cheapest powdered ingredients are made in a microwave in federal
Oh
penitentiaries.
yeah, for sure.
It's delicious gourmet shit made out of Doritos and like chili powder and some water and a tattoo gun that's been repurposed into a hot plate.
I watched an episode of 60 Days In where this guy showed the camera how to make a prison protein bar, and it was like honey buns, peanut butter, and like fruity pebbles and
And then
shit
you just
like
mash
that.
broken up ramen noodles into it to give it that crunch.
Yeah, dude,
Out of all the
texture.
things, why would you want to make something
that's
that
it, the first
already
clip.
The first clip?
already tastes like it's been made in prison? Like a protein bar.
Oh god.
Goddamn
His
fucking
face
advertisements every
makes
single
me
time.
want to punch faces.
There's one of the
I know what you mean.
documentaries on Netflix where it shows a dude making like a birthday cake for another
Got some
inmate.
cereal. You mash it up.
This is what I'm
Take that
talking
first
about.
bite. Shit's fucking delicious. Watch how they make it though. It's fucking wild.
I'd love to undercover boss a prison.
That's basically what they do in this show.
Yeah, just tattoo a swastika on your face. Get in there. See what the
Maybe
boys are
not
up
that.
to.
Maybe not that.
Yeah, I'm coming down from the top.
Could you imagine him on 60 Days In?
No.
Just getting raped.
No.
Just getting his asshole blasted.
I can
Look at this
picture it,
cute,
but it's a
sweet
lot
little
of
boy. What do you mean? Yeah, dude. There's a lot of crying and asshole
The
blood.
last thing I need is talk pretty to me. Come on, talk pretty to me. I don't want that in my life. No, thank you. Jesus
They'll be like,
Christ.
this Bruce Buffer right here. We got Bruce Buffer. watch, I'm gonna make Bruce Buffer eat my microphone. just
I
Lauren
got your
with
boom mic right
just
here.
Lauren with only his molars left in his mouth.
This isn't the microphone I dreamed about.
My man knows how to handle a microphone. You know what I'm saying?
How do we go back to prison protein bar after that?
Well, that's
Oh,
what
they've got a
called it.
different prison protein bar for Lauren. Yes, all liquid.
Fuck.
This is how you
he's
make the
making
cookie
cookie
dough.
dough.
He's got a packet of ramen. This is
No,
how
it
you make
looks
the
like cookies.
Those were cookies.
It was a cookies.
He's throwing it on
All
the
right,
ground
all
like
right.
that game in Squid Game they play in the subway. Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
He just said not everybody eat like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're in prison. Yeah, I hope everybody doesn't eat like this.
You're smashing Otis Spunkmeyer cookies on the floor.
Meanwhile,
Calm down.
somewhere in Mississippi,
Yeah.
they're just smashing fucking bags of cookies on the ground.
Next to your fucking slippers that definitely have staph infection all over both sides of them.
I'm gonna say, if you've ever been to Mississippi, you're not far off. It's the
They're
worst.
just beating their food up because they thght it said something mean to them before they eat it.
It is the worst place.
They thought it
Anyone
said
ever
something not racist, so they're beating it up.
Otis
You said blacks were allowed?
Otis Spunkmeyer. That sounds liberal as fuck.
Spunk.
That's probably a Jew.
Just burying it in a shallow grave with Orville Redenbacher products.
All them long ass last names. They either Germans or Jewish. Which are you, Fegenbush?
Oh fuck, dude.
I'm German Irish, so I think that was.
We know.
Yeah. No, I'm glad.
There's no part of your face that I don't know that you're German and Irish.
Out of the people on this podcast that wouldn't do well in prison, I'm glad Lauren drew the fire because
hell yeah, dog.
I've definitely had that conversation before.
No,
just
dude.
constantly.
No, Fegenbush, you would. No, dude. I see you sitting on a bench and people like literally kneeling to you. That's your role in prison. Yeah,
he'd become some kind of like weird cardigan god. Like
I could see.
Like, how did he even get the prison cardigan? Like he's the only one with it.
Yeah, the guards do not say anything because on his first day in, he did some psycho shit. Prison would make you snap. And you would do some crazy like pencil disappearing shit in a
like Luke walks in, he gets searched, they spread his butthole, and then he puts the clothes on. As soon as he walks in, he turns left and like cuts that guard's throat like wide the fuck open.
Exactly.
And then
dude.
they're like, we never seen a sweater with buttons on it. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be like the Brooks Haddon, but he's young as fuck. He's like walking around with a cart, like book. He's just wearing the cardigan, like, no, I don't want a book today. Book. all right, man. I
don't know what you guys are talking about. He does
pretty women, I guess.
He looks like he might do something crazy, but I feel like the first two we get would be the toughest of the guys that have to dress up as women and get fucked by the dudes that are in there for murder.
We're having ourselves.
I'm not talking about trans people. I'm talking about dudes that are forced to wear.
Yeah. You're just picturing.
Or be real clear.
You're just picturing your long hair wrapped up in something.
I know it'll be bad for me with my supple cheeks and my.
You'd be a part of that. He would run it. He would.
I know.
It.
No,
they would have everyone's going to him.
He'd be turning my
to
ass
be like,
out.
all right, so like, what do I got to do to get Jocelyn? And you're like, I need fucking 4 honey buns. I need like 3 minutes of time on the phone.
Why am I Jocelyn, bro? Can I get a harder name than Jocelyn?
No, you're Jocelyn.
Fegenbush picks the names, brother. You know
he
that.
comes in with that confident mustache guy energy, and they're all like, "Oh, he's done some shit." Like he's just
nobody has that mustache and has not done something fucked up.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, his last name's Fegenbush. That's real German." That mustache.
Yeah, you actually go to the barber and you ask for it. They say it's locked. Like you have to.
You got to do some shit.
Yeah, you have to unlock.
Give me the Fegenbush. It's like you don't get the Fegenbush. Yeah. What? You think you can keep your shoelaces too? He only gets to do these things.
This mustache is the last unlocked achievement on Golden Tee. Like after you beat all of the levels.
I like that he's wearing a jacket that looks like he won the Masters.
I do want to see like some episode of an Orange is the New Black adjacent show where we get to prison and then we just all meet each other in the yard like, oh shit, what'd you do to get here?
Right? Yeah.
Just entirely unrelated crimes.
We have a steel magnolia.
No, it turns out we all did the exact same crime in different states.
That would be crazy.
On the same day for no reason. Completely unplanned. That's just what happened.
Yeah. We were building brick walls in apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We all reveal our crime, but as the season goes on, it's darker than we all revealed.
Initially, we were just in for building violation codes, but then you found out there were bodies
fucked
in
a
the
bunch
wall.
of chickens to death.
All right, well, that can be your thing. No, I'm putting bodies in the wall.
Not
You
can
have
be.
to do
I work
it
at the
too.
zoo, son. I'm going bigger game than chickens.
Is that why there's a rhino head up there?
Yeah.
I just noticed that a minute ago. It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's covered in wax. That's real.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of illegal renovations, I may have talked about this on our podcast, but this is the craziest shit I've heard, where there were a bunch of little people living in an apartment, and the landlord found out there were like 14 of them, but they built a floor halfway up through the apartment.
Turned an apartment into a duplex.
I want to say it was like Connecticut or some weird
Yeah.
shit like that. So it was this place with really tall ceilings.
Yeah.
And one of the dude, like his,
And they're like, we
his
don't need
family,
all this room.
Like his family
Right.
owned like a construction company or something, and he had like a bunch of people come, and they literally just put a floor. Because like it was like floor to ceiling was like 15 foot or 14 foot or something.
Dude, that's so
and they just built a
easy.
floor in the fucking middle with stairs
so
going
easy.
up and down
They
all
were
through.
paying like $50 each, like
Yeah.
max.
Seriously, you take a 2-bedroom, you turn it into a 6-bedroom for little people?
They turned into a 14 fucking bedroom. The whole top thing was just bedrooms.
Bro, as long as
Insane.
I would have went up there, I wouldn't have even been mad. I just would have been
Right?
like, listen, we got to charge per room. Okay.
Right.
Like,
It's
I'm
200
not
a
mad.
head.
Yeah, like this can stay, but I need some income. Okay?
We are charging per big head.
You just open up a
Every
whole new
crooked
market
finger
to
goes
me.
up $50.
I'm sorry, I was making coffee. Are we talking about a goofball estate that you can?
Let's
Hold on,
you
let's
talk
let
it
him
out and
figure it
see
out,
if
yeah.
you get there.
Where
Are we talking
do
about
you think
Goofball
we are?
Hotel? I
No,
think you're at
we're
Goofball
not at
Hotel.
Goofball
Closer.
Hotel.
Am I close?
I mean, ish. Just
Oh,
imagine if Lily.
Close-ish. There's so many mad little people.
I'd
Imagine-
say you're about 3 feet away.
Okay, hold on.
Imagine if Lily really hated what we were talking about right now.
I've got one more guess before the real guess.
All right, what do you got? We got
Is it the Goofball Barbecue, or as I call it, the Tarticue?
Okay, you stepped away a little bit.
Yep. Yeah.
I'd call that a
A
lateral.
little colder.
That one was for
A little
Luke.
colder.
Clearly, we hear it was for Luke.
That wasn't for you two. That was for Luke. All right. Goofball, midget. What? I don't know.
Okay, you were hot.
Okay.
You were hot for a second.
Yeah,
there.
he said his daughter would hate it, and his daughter's name on our Patreon
Come on,
is I
Cody, you
Kill
are hot
Midgets.
for teacher. Just get it.
And she hates disabled people.
So she has like that phobia of like dysmorphic body stuff. Like it's a real.
Oh.
She really does. Like I remember her being.
Don't
like,
be
4.
different around Lily.
Like
That's
when she was like 4, we were
weird.
in a grocery store and she pointed at a little person. And was like, "What is that? What is that?" Like she was petrified.
She's afraid of it.
Yes, and just like it
That's
makes her
unfortunate.
irrationally angry.
Do you
One
think
time in the
Is
grocery
racism just like a phobia? Like,
I think it's just a Viking blood. Like it just does something to you where you're like,
that looks inferior. Kill it.
little, it's small, smush it. Like I don't. That's the best I can figure. But like it's.
That wouldn't win us a war. Why is it here?
Yeah. Like, this isn't the best. Fucking ruin it. But,
no, this is live ammunition. What are you talking about?
Make
Put it in the
bigger
catapult.
cannons.
Put it in the catapult.
light it on
people aren't
fire,
too
send it
small.
over the wall.
No, dude, just
you
wrap
give
them in
it-
like padding, give them all sorts of equipment, so when they hit the ground, they can just fucking start running. You know what I mean? They got the.
Oh, you're
weapons.
talking about
They
like
can
cannon
they just
fodder ninjas.
Yeah. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like you fucking wrap them up in like mattress type padding. You know what I mean? And then you fucking send them. You send them over the
Got
wall.
a sword stuck in it here, a spear.
Yeah, you
sticking out of it.
kebab the
They
mattress.
land and
You
just
kebab the mattress. And then you
like a
trebuchet
bacon-
them over the wall.
It's like the
and
most
when
dangerous bacon wrap scallop.
And then when they hit the ground, they just withdraw the sword, mattress unfolds, and then they start running.
they go
attack
at it.
Yeah,
They do work.
Yeah, they're in.
Dude.
They
I'm for everything that was just described.
yeah, why didn't we militarize fucking back in the day?
I'm sure there was a group that was like, "You can't," and then the group won. You know.
No, I think there's probably a group that tried it and realized how bad of an idea that is.
Oh yeah, they were just like, oh, did you hear what happened in Finland? You can't put them in a plane.
You just send a little person over the wall, and as they're unspiking their mattress and shit, somebody just walks over like,
See, that's where they failed back in the day. They went for the walls. They should have went underground.
There you go.
That's where
I think you're thinking moles.
No, I'm thinking dwarves. They were meant to go underground.
Okay, so yeah, you're just going the Tolkien approach with
Yes.
it. I got you.
All right, yeah.
If they just stuck to the mountains, there would have been a surplus. You know what I'm saying?
Like if Hitler hated little people, is what you're
Which he
describing
did.
right now.
I think it's on record.
Yeah, he definitely did. He
No,
definitely-
Hitler
he
smelled.
for sure did.
Wait, he did?
Yes, for
All
sure.
right, okay.
What?
Anybody with physical disabilities? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
okay. I forget that that's considered one.
Just skip that chapter. In
He's
the middle.
so woke.
I just imagine he would dress them up as tiny Nazis and just like make them do funny stuff. I don't know. That's what I would do if I was Hitler.
Can you imagine being a woke
How many times have we
Nazi?
heard that sentence?
at least 3 more during this podcast.
Are you not aware of all the fucked up like?
He just was listening to Alex.
Yes, I know. Yeah, we're on a podcast, and I'm taking wild
There's a lot of
that
experiments
aren't working at all.
There's a lot of experiments they
Yeah.
did on little people.
I know. Yeah, I know all about Mangala. The
It's fucked up stuff,
horrific
man.
shit that he did to people.
Yeah.
Bone
Yeah.
stretching. That's one of my favorite. I was
Bone
reading something that was just like,
stretching?
oh, he attempted bone stretching
that-
on little people.
Was that like on Gattaca where they break your bones over and
so-
over again and they grow?
No,
That's a
so what they
fucking
did there,
great
yeah,
movie.
That's actually a thing that's been proposed and has kind of worked once before, where they
Yeah,
actually
I've
cut a
heard
section
people
out.
can do it.
They cut it out and they take like cadaver bone and put it in there and try and
Yeah.
So there's actually like a reason, some logic behind that.
No,
what
it's-
Mangala tried was stretching.
That's not
can't
going to work.
Stretch a bone.
Have you tried?
Only one, and then something happens at the end, but it's a totally different thing.
It's like there is an ending.
Like jacking off, right? That was the.
Yeah. That's the bone.
Just like that.
That's my bone. That's right. It's the only one that I try to stretch, and it does to a point.
Fuck.
I
man.
wonder if Hitler tried that.
You think if Hitler just came, he would have just called it quits on it all?
What?
No, dude,
That's
he
a
was
theory.
coming
He
the
just-
whole time.
He
That
just
was the
never
problem.
came, and it
Yeah.
built up in his heart and turned into hate.
When he said Hitler should have gave it a try, I was thinking like maybe Hitler just never drained his balls.
No, the CIA released all this information about Hitler.
Thought you were
fucking
going to say the
shitting
CIA
on his
released
cousins.
his balls. Oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be sick, wouldn't it? If the CIA was just jacking Hitler cock. No, but he had a
They
tiny.
just send in like a spec
They said he
ops
had,
of
like,
like
a-
hot bitches that just fucking infiltrated his mansion and just sucked him off. And
He
they were
was-
like, he's still killing Jews. We
We
thought
tried everything. I guess we'll join the war.
We did our absolute best.
I swallowed 6 loads like in fucking nothing.
I can't do anymore. I'm
Like he
coming
left
home.
the bedroom and he was like, kill 12 more.
The Nazis did have a ring of prostitutes, and that's where Joy Division got their name. The Joy
Yeah.
Division
What?
were
Really?
Nazi prostitutes.
Yeah, it was pretty horrific. There was one that said that they serviced up to 5 guys an hour. It was
Yeah, and it
fucking-
wasn't all necessarily voluntary.
That's
It wasn't
too
Of course
much.
not.
voluntary at
They
all.
were Nazis,
I'm
but I'm
gonna
just
say
saying
they
they had a
had much.
division for
That's-
everything.
That
Yeah.
says something to their ability.
Yeah, they were. It wasn't a good thing.
Well,
they
they
were
were all-
raping. It was. They
No,
were
no, no,
rapes.
Terrible
victims.
people. Terrible
Obviously, yeah.
people.
They don't-
Wonderful administrators. That's all we're saying. They had an organization for literally
Are
everything.
you saying the
they
Nazis-
dressed sharp?
That's what I'm
What?
saying. It's all administration. They were
Like,
organized.
whoever like
So what
designed the
Lauren
uniform-
just said was the Nazis were bad, but they had a couple cool ideas. Is all I'm saying.
Whoa.
Well, they were infamously organized. Like, if you say you're
Let's
being
not
a
talk
Nazi
about-
about that,
Yeah, let's just
that
keep
doesn't
repeating
mean-
the terrible thing that I did. Let's just keep repeating the
Give-
terrible thing that I
Give
did.
credit
actually
where
mimic-
credit is due.
They actually mimicked the structure after the Catholic Church.
Now,
Supposedly.
that makes way more sense. That makes way more
All the
sense.
way
That
down to
sounds
the
too
kid
true.
fucking-
Like,
like so supposedly like the way it was like their rank structure was supposed to be like bishop, archbishop, but like
You're
they
forgetting
kinda
colonel.
matched- They kind of like matched that same thing, and the level of responsibility
Okay.
that each had over the
Did
others.
you see what he did there? That was fucking artful. He just steered the conversation right towards something that we can all hate together safely.
Yeah, and then you grab the steering wheel, and now
Yeah.
we're in the weeds again. What are you doing?
This is what
He's
I
trying to
do.
get you out of the fucking bushes.
Have you ever listened to my show?
Yeah, and now here we are. We've all got tree branches in our face.
Cody, I feel like you and
Cody's
I
like,
should do
this
something.
is my job. Cody's like, you're doing my job.
I love how it's like, we need to draw fire from the Nazis. Let's bring up the Catholic Church. Like, apparently.
What's the old
That
Stanhope
Stanhope joke
Yeah.
where he was like, "Oh, did you hear the?" He was like, "Everybody's freaking out because that Catholic priest
hear the
used
new
to be
Pope
a
used to be a
Nazi."
Nazi?
He was like, "You know what's way more fucking terrifying? Hey, did you hear that fucking
The
that
new Pope?
that Nazi
Yeah.
used to be a pope?" And it was like, "Oh God, no!" If you look at their track record side by side, the Catholic Church has such a worse history,
more prestigious record of rape and murder and child
human
fucking.
atrocity. Yeah.
He's like, the Nazis lasted 12 years and got their asses handed to them in a high hat. The Catholic Church is still doing it.
And he's right, yeah. Inquisition after fucking, yeah. The Catholic Church is way more fucked.
Yeah.
They both suck. Fuck them both to death. But yeah, the Catholic Church is a longer fucking.
I think both of them tried that with different groups of people.
mostly kids and their cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, there were some crusades. They happened.
The new crusades are just through fucking preschools.
I thought Lauren was gonna chime in again. Yeah, but the crusades were kind of cool. They were.
Nah, I learned my lesson.
Swords. There were swords.
He's like, I watched that new Robin Hood.
Swords and armor, dude.
And I hate everybody that isn't Christian.
I watched the new Robin Hood with a Gatling gun, fucking
A Gatling gun that shot swords.
arrows.
That'd be
The Pope
pretty
said it
tight.
was cool. He said
and some other stuff. He said some other stuff was okay too. I'm not as excited about, but you know.
Just nobody check the footnotes of the letter he sent. It'll be fine.
Yeah. No one read the asterisks at the bottom, please. That's what footnotes are, isn't it? Man.
If you look at the
I'm a
note,
fucking idiot.
if you look at the historical note,
I'm sorry, dude.
I do want to point out how nice everybody was when you did that. We all just kind of looked around at each other like.
Have you guys ever seen Pootie Tang?
Yeah.
You know the guy that after everybody says something, he just repeats it? That was me right there, but with different words this time.
See, but that's not nearly
Don't read the
as
footnotes.
bad.
Yeah, and don't read the footnotes, too. Very good, Cody. Very good. Here's your tap on the head.
Gold
Well,
star.
an asterisk is just like one footnote, but they have the star instead of the number.
It's just a little
there's-
butthole.
Yeah.
they should have
He
paid
does
attention.
have a face that looks like he reads a lot.
They
so
should
I
have paid
trust you.
attention to the asterisks at the bottom of that note during the wars. You know,
Yeah. the bad
Fewer letters.
times.
Good
just fucking
shot.
scroll. It's like Pope from the Pope. It's all good. Kill them all, and then like P.S. Psych nah.
JK.
Psych, nah.
Psych, nah.
I don't know. I told them not to do it. But
I thought they got the joke. My bad. Like, look,
Always
I'm at fault because 12 million people died. I thought they got the joke. It
we
was a
all
joke.
know
Dear-
the Pope
dear
is a
Knights
notorious
Templar.
jokester.
Talk to God. Said it's all cool. Kill all the brown people. Love Pope. P.S. Like no.
Yes.
I love the idea of the Crusades just turning inward on themselves as they get tanner, and it's like, kill all the brown people, he's turning.
No, I just got a lot of sun. I've been out here for years.
You're sending a bunch of British and Irish people into a desert. They're going to turn into brown people.
They've infiltrated our ranks. Kill them.
Every time they send reinforcements, they're like, oh, why? They just start fucking up the group.
Reinforcements are here. Why are their weapons drawn?
Why are they murdering all of us?
And that's the story of how the crusade fucked itself in the ass.
Yes.
It's like that snake that's eating itself, but
I just
Ouroboros. Weird.
I just
Hell
realized
yeah.
that this TV is just stuck on this man's feet and it's unsettling a little bit. I'm gonna, you know
Just
what we're gonna
leave
do?
it up.
I like
New
it.
tab.
I like
Yeah,
it.
There we go.
Get rid
Fix
of
or
that
go
for
back
you.
to it. We can go back to the
All right,
clip.
all right, you fucking foot freaks.
We're
Go
just going
back
to keep
to
talking
it,
about
dude.
Nazi
I don't
shit
wanna
for
look
the
at
rest
this,
of the time.
though.
Any
We do that
waistband tuck
every
your
other
boners.
episode.
The nail.
We do what?
I think we're just going to talk about Nazi shit for the rest of the episode like we do every
We can talk
other
about
fucking
Viola Davis.
I did mean to ask, what's your show about? Thanks for telling me.
Not Nazi shit.
episode. Cody's saying racist shit and then saying,
No,
I'm not
it's
racist.
not about that. That just happens sometimes.
Or screaming things that are for sure upsetting everyone on the patio below.
I was calling myself the F-bomb, not anyone else. All right, so it's okay.
Okay, that's good.
We're in
And my
North
shirt
Side.
was off, and I was pinching my tits, talking about how I'm fat. I'm a fatty fat, okay? But I screamed it a little too loud for the patrons outside.
Patrons.
The people at the bar downstairs. There's a whole bar patio for the listeners. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
fucking-
Oh, I thought you're like Patreon supporters, like come and hung out during the recording.
They won't leave.
Fucking, there's just two weirdos down there, just like, we love everything you do. Talk
Yeah.
more about Nazis.
Lloyd walks outside. It's like Life of Brian. He's just like, oh.
That's what we're aiming for. That's what we're hoping to get to.
We'll get you there.
Yeah, thanks for having us on your history podcast. It's been really fun.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically Dan Carlin at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. And because of all about the facts, I'm going to correct stuff. You said 12 million. We all, come on, 500,000. Come on.
Wasn't even that many,
See, that's
bro.
okay.
Wasn't
That,
even that many,
now,
bro.
see, jokes like that is what he's talking
Did
about.
anyone even say 12 million?
I,
Oh, okay. Because without
Like, I
that,
was
what
just
he
over
said
here
was
like, I
weird.
can't wait to deny the Holocaust.
Throw these numbers out.
Foaming at the mouth, waiting to just
Bro,
fucking...
this episode, Cody looks as autistic as I am. Just rocking back and forth, waiting to taught his Holocaust denial.
Yeah. Who's your guys' least favorite comedian? But make it local so that it really fucks up your like stage time and careers and stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm kidding. Don't do that. I don't really want the answer to this question.
Yeah, we did that on the last episode of our podcast.
On second thought, who is
Been
it?
there.
No, let's go.
Done
Who
that.
is it? No, let's talk shit. Come on.
You want me to talk shit?
You already did it on your podcast. It's fine then. Come on.
I mean, it was halfway a bit. Did we actually talk shit on our podcast? I
You guys-
never remember.
You don't
what
have
happened.
to,
We
but
talked.
I was gonna get you guys out of this.
Let me do something real quick.
Go ahead.
Name your last 3 girlfriends.
Ashley,
shit.
and Lauren. Oh, wait, what?
Wait, you... Okay. I'm trying to think of other girlfriends I've had between in a panic. My current girlfriend, Tori Conley, don't dox her. Then Erica
What?
Russell.
Hold on, what was that
and, what? And then there was Sarah Collins.
Okay.
What was that middle one?
All right, now tell your story. Tell your story without any names included. Now that we've done that super secretive thing that nobody can figure out. Patreon listeners, you got your decoder rings. It's just just got a swastika on it. Not really. No, I'm fucking kidding. Now we're gonna make them really uncomfortable.
forgot
I
there
want to
was
double down
video.
so hard on the
We're
Nazi.
gonna find out that there's like some secret Cody fan club that we didn't know about in the best.
No, you already know about the fucking every time they're Proud Boys. I'm like, oh, thanks for listening to the show. Yeah, I've got some cool ideas. Want to join the organization? Fuck again with these fucking people from Indiana. I'm fucking
Cody
got
over
some
over it.
people some
Cody
bright
and Dave
ideas
is
we
like
should have on.
Every fan that sends random like fucking Facebook DMs.
You want to see the hard dick picture I got the other day?
Yeah.
You got another one?
No, this is the same guy, but I've never shown anybody, and they're comedians, so I figured,
Yeah.
let's show
So
them
like
dick
he'll
pictures.
engage with it, and then inevitably the same way like I'll get random like Facebook Messenger like, oh hey, like a fucking 2 paragraphs of, dude, love the show, this, and I'm like, all right, cool, and then like at the end it just starts to turn like,
Oh, God.
I like how you guys aren't like with those woke hippie like.
Oh, that's a dick.
That's a fan's dick.
That's a fan's dick?
That's a fan's
I'm
hard
so
ass
jealous.
dick.
Why are we getting
He
dicks?
loves you guys.
Dude, too much.
You can tell.
No, he just broke up with me
Apparently
the other
not
day.
anymore. He broke up with Cody.
Yeah, it was wild because
No
I've
more
been
dicks.
talking nonstop shit since I got it. I did also. It was like if I'm gonna be a whore, I'm fine with being a whore, but the $5 for Patreon just gets you the bonus content. You want to send me your cock? I'll look at it. I'll jack off to it later. But fucking $20.
Start an
And he
OnlyFans.
did send me $20, so okay. But I'm still gonna talk shit because it was unsolicited. And I'm not. I wasn't a fan of how little his little hairy
Wait,
dick
wait.
was.
You should
I
start
gotta-
an OnlyFans where you do only cock reviews.
I'll do that. Yeah. No, if there's money in it, I'll fucking do
Is
it.
that what the $20 was for? You rated his cock?
No, he sent me an unsolicited dick pic.
He
and I
wanted
was
the
like,
video of Cody jacking off to
it's like,
his
give
dick.
me $20 now that you made me look at your dick, and he did. And then fucking,
And then you jacked off to his dick.
I didn't jack off to his dick. If I jack off to dicks, they're way bigger dicks. Come on, what are you talking about here? I'm not going for a dick that I have in my pants.
I
I'm going
just
for
wanna
a
say-
fantasy cock that I don't know anything about.
Just
Walk
like most
on.
racists, it's not that pale.
But any fans out there, walk on over
You
to
bumped
How
the
I
camera.
Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Send
bumped
us
the
all the
camera.
dick pics you want. We'll gladly accept
They
them.
have to be your dick. Like they
Really
don't
do.
just send all sorts of dick pics. They have to be
Still looks
your
fine.
dick.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'd be weird if you're out sending
Turn
people
towards
like
Luke.
pictures
Yeah, right.
of-
It's just like here's my
Send-
MAGA collection.
yeah.
Send
Oh,
me
here's-
pictures of my dick.
Here's my neighbor's cock. Actually.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. I don't want to be an alias to someone's crime.
It's a sleeping dude, and he's just like finger
It's
over
fine.
the lips,
Great.
like shh.
No, only your dicks, please,
I
please.
was at a sleepover and he fell asleep.
That's not your house. We know that's.
Yeah. I wasn't listening. I was trying to fix a technical issue.
We were
I don't know
just
why I
I
talking
said
know we were
yeah.
trying to keep it going.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, what was I at? Oh, yeah. He sent me a hard dick picture, and I was like, no, $20 more. And I just proceeded to talk nonstop shit for the next 7 episodes.
He also offered to send
And
it
then-
to anyone who asked for it.
Yeah, no, I posted
do you
about
wanna
it.
plug him?
I was like, I'll send his dick pic out because I was like, fuck this guy for doing this. So I'll just. If you send me unsolicited dick pics, I mean, is it revenge porn to send it out? I don't
Yes.
Yes.
know. All right.
I
Well,
think
in that case,
Legally.
Well, okay, then I didn't do that. Yeah,
I didn't go
didn't.
to lawyer school, but yeah.
Also, technically, I think when he sent the dick pic and then you said, "Hey, this is bullshit. Send me $20." I think legally you blackmailed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was
Just saying.
unintentional sex work on his part.
Yeah, like you blackmailed him into making.
I didn't blackmail him. I didn't say I'm gonna send out your dick
Listen,
pic
now,
unless you give me
you know
20.
what?
I said for my trouble and inconvenience, I want $20. So I didn't blackmail him.
Okay,
or
that's fair.
extort him.
That's
He
fair.
just fucking incriminated you
No, I got myself out of it. I went to lawyer school.
And it was all his doing. You should fucking send that pic out some more. So
yeah.
Fucking back
I haven't sent it out anywhere. What are you talking about? I said I was going to for comedy purposes. We're on the show here, and all the stories that I'm telling are fiction. Yeah. Now, back to my fictional story where I didn't commit 3 felonies.
And you didn't post it on Reddit?
Yes. Yeah, back to that story.
I did not go to revengeporn.com and upload this particular...
Yeah, I didn't do that. Is anyoneawake.com. If you go to April...
I haven't heard of that fucking website in so long.
The April 14th post, 2020. No, I'm fucking around. Yeah, so then I just talk shit about him sending his dick pic out on the show a bunch, and then fucking I go to Patreon one day and it was like Cade Fredericks deleted $5, and I was like, I don't know what happened. And then I go to he messages me on Facebook, so I look him up and he's fucking gone, and I was like, hey, what happened? And I was like, did I say something? Like with a fucking shit-eating grin on my face. I knew what I did, and he was like, I just don't have time to listen to the show anymore. I'm just always working and stuff.
He
and
got real busy.
I was like, dude, you didn't listen for 6 weeks, and then you listened to all of it, and you got real upset. And fucking Spike canceled, deleted me. I was like, oh, just asking because you also deleted me. And he's like, we don't really talk anymore. And I was like, oh, I didn't know we were fucking.
He's like, now all my dick pics are going to Cumtown. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, Nick Mullen's gonna have to look at my cock now. Yeah, how do you feel about that? You said you were bi. What's the problem?
I had him stop. Wake up. The dick guy's back.
All right, sniper shot. I like it.
I love it. Yeah, there's not much more story. Do you guys get dick pics from your fans?
No.
Be thankful.
The closest thing that we get
Any
is
clitorises?
like people that I had on podcasts that I don't do anymore that I like either didn't want to record with in the first place or didn't even upload the episode that I did with them have started reaching out to me. I guess I have no idea what spurned this.
Wait,
it started like
looking
a month
for
ago.
the episode that never came out?
It's one person, and I'm afraid to give too many details.
Is it a comic that sucks?
It's Ran.
It's not Rand.
I'm sorry, it's
I mean,
not
me.
you.
I'm sorry,
It's
me.
not you. It's
Me.
not
I
you.
forgot.
It's Rand. He
I
speaks
would
in third
never
person.
talk shit about you while you're here. If you want to hear that, just listen to our show, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. But he, like, I bought a mini fridge off of him, and then he thought he was going to try and do stand-up, and he did it, like, twice. And then it was one of those situations where it was like, can I be on your podcast for, I don't know, between a month and a year? I don't remember. But it felt like a fucking eternity.
Does his name rhyme with Slaberhood Bill?
I'm going to say yes.
Because we had that guy on, and I felt like not releasing that podcast.
That episode sucked.
Oh, it was so bad.
I like when you guys are like, oh, you can stick around for the Patreon? I'm just staring holes through both of you. Like,
No,
what?
he did that. I was trying to get him to fuck out of here. And he was like, so what now? I was like, you leave and we keep recording. He was like, is that what everybody? And it was like, yep.
That's
We
right.
literally, there's not been a guest that we didn't have stick around for the Patreon unless they had shit to do. But yeah, so it was like, get the fuck out of here. And then Luke was like, are you sticking? I was like, shut the fuck up. Stop. You're doing it. And then Lloyd was like, my back hurts. Like, everybody's got to leave. And I was like, God, fucking damn it.
Why
Neighborhood
the fuck you
hell.
gotta make my voice like that, though? Fuck you.
I was like, man, my back hurts.
I was trying to fucking help you out.
Just throw the team player under the
real.
bus.
Hi, bitch.
See if I help you
I remember
again.
that.
Was it really that guy? Did I nail it?
No, of course not. I went to high
It was
school
totally
with this
him.
dude.
I want that guy on our podcast now.
I'm so glad I can't remember his name. Oh, what a wonderful time to be happy that I have that flaw.
What happened, though?
A
Why was
totally
he so
made-up
bad?
flaw.
It's not that he was bad. It's just like you ever like sit down with you ever watch someone do comedy for the first time that's like a big fan of stand-up but has
Yeah.
no scope of what it's actually like to be in front
Yeah.
of the lights?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same thing, but a person that's having a conversation for entertainment purposes. It's just like, man, I don't give a shit how you like double carbed your 4-stroke moped or whatever. Like that's not what we're here to talk about at all. Oh, your mom's calling? Your mom? Okay, you're gonna take it. I guess I'll sit here like a fuck ass and wait for you to come back in from my garage and hope you didn't take my leaf blower.
He didn't at least turn it on speakerphone and put it in the thing and start talking about like how little his dick was and stuff like that.
No, dude, it's super awkward.
At the very least, he could have done that.
If my mom calls, I'll get her on the phone, but I'll say crazy. Like Lloyd will be like, "Yeah, can I fuck your mom?" Like while she's on the phone. We did it during the live shows. It was like
it was weird.
if you're
dude.
gonna take the call, you got to make it funny. Like you can't.
He
just...
got somber as fuck, like he came out to her earlier that day, and they had to finish the conversation, and he just left. And I was like, all right, they're clearly dealing with shit. I guess I'll just hang out.
Now he's just hitting you.
Hey, your sister just died. Like,
right, that was the
let
energy.
me finish up the podcast real quick, and then I'll come deal with that.
So now he's just hitting you up, looking to fucking see what happened to that episode, or just to talk. What's going on with this fucking
just
guy?
Like, I mean, I don't know, dude. It was like out of nowhere. He started popping up in like, I won't say where, but it was just like he suddenly realized that I had another podcast. And he was just like, oh, dude, you're still doing things? What's going on? What's happening?
I could come over and ruin that podcast, too.
I still know your address. That's why we don't record in my house anymore. For real. It's because of him. It's because of him.
Did send him your address.
I
Fuck.
And a schedule of when you're home.
Awesome. So he's currently getting another mini fridge from my house to sell to Lauren.
Yeah, here's the zip code and his work schedule. Jesus.
I know that are having that problem, but with a I won't say who.
I feel like that's a common
I might
thing,
have to cut that out. Fuck.
Yeah, I was like, why are you doing this?
I'm cutting that out.
I think I do. Like,
just shooting fucking daggers. Like, why? Why are you tearing us down?
What are we doing?
You saw the fucking potholes.
I'm cutting it out. Don't worry, I'm cutting it out. Hold on, let me write it down. 39, 45. All right.
I love, he does this regularly. He'll say something, and all of us are like,
Easy.
giving him like the eye, like, you're about to do that thing again.
I mean, let's be honest. That's the shit people actually want to hear, and every time we're fucking weird about it and we cut it out. But that really, all that shit talk and that drama, it would cause problems, but it would also make a lot more fucking people listen. But yeah, let's not be the TMZ. But that shit is fun for people to hear.
Right.
Yeah.
My problem is I'm on board with completely just like,
burn it
I regularly
down.
call him a bridge burning cunt because he really is. Like, despite any effort he tries to put into it, his natural instinct is to burn every fucking bridge on a regular basis. Like, go back and make sure it's on fire before he moves on.
Fuck everyone. I don't care.
So, like, we'll have someone on, he'll be like, oh, yeah, the time Chris Seymour sucked a dick for crack in the hole. Like, what are you
Now
doing,
you're
man?
giving up Seymour stories. I didn't even do that. The worst that I did was say that I was like, where are you doing comedy? At a Fairfield barbecue restaurant? And I was like, that was mean to Seymour. I love you, Seymour. Why am I doing this? Now he's telling stories about sucking dick for crack in a bathroom or something. I didn't tell those stories.
Yeah, I was also.
I like Seymour.
We're on a podcast. I do funny things
All
sometimes.
right, okay, fair enough.
This was for the humor. Like,
Yeah, but
I say funny things because,
well,
the real things
in
aren't
order
funny
for them
and
to
we
be
cut
fun-
them out. So
All right.
I was going funny with it. Sorry to bring comedy to the podcast. Go back to the, we should check the footnotes of that podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were saying funny things because I didn't hear the uproarious laughter. That was everybody folding in half at the sides from how funny that statement was. That didn't happen, so you can't be like.
It was in the
dude.
footnotes.
I watched a lady fold herself in half on Guest Street, and it was one of the most magical things I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Let's go. Let's
It was
go.
a
What
meth
happened?
witch. You ever see a meth witch? Just
I fucked
Yeah.
a couple of them.
just a tall, skinny person, long, stringy hair. I don't know. I don't want to assume anyone's gender, but this person walked into the middle of a lane and just stopped and then folded themselves in half front ways and then just, I don't know, napped there for a minute. I kept driving.
Oh, they stopped? I saw a meth person fold themselves up until they disappeared. Like, they just kept folding.
Oh, yeah, ninth dimension?
Yeah, you know how you can only fold something 12 times?
Yeah, dude, that's what happens if
She
you
figured
smoke
out
enough
15.
meth.
One time there was a meth witch that blew me in the Taco Bell parking lot. Well, it was through the drive-thru.
Don't
and
talk
then
about your baby
Then I
mama
looked
that
over and I realized there was cameras, and I was like, "Oh no, this is bad." And
she kind of folded herself in half.
Spiritually.
that's right, Luke.
Spiritually.
Yes,
Yeah, them meth witches be folding.
I should
No,
have
I
been
mean,
drunk driving.
You can
also.
watch all of the heroin guys do it right up by NYPD Pizza and UDF up here in Northside.
Oh, they're out there casting fold spells.
Dude, I was
Their top half
I was
just
leaving
takes a
UDF
nap.
one morning. I stopped before work, so it was like 5:30 in the morning, and it's still dark. And as I'm coming out, I just see this dude like standing there with his hands, like his fingertips touching the ground, feet flat on the ground, and his head's just lolling in circles.
Baby necking hard.
And as I'm going to back up, he goes, "I think something wrong with your car." And I was like, "Cool, man. All right, I'm gonna go to work. You terrifying fucking."
The other day, I
and
went
then
to.
he folded into a thin slit of paper and disappeared into the crack in the sidewalk.
I was impressed with like the flexibility. Like his fingertips were touching the ground right by his feet. So like that's a
His equilibrium was magical at that moment.
The other day,
the shit.
The other day I came
That's
down
how in the shit. Heroin. It's purely heroin that made that. There's no how in the shit. It's the track marks tell the tale.
He thought it was Nirvana, though.
Yeah, no shit, dude. I mean,
I
that
thought
is
it
how
led you to the treasure. You connect all the dots. No? All right. Well,
it is
I've got
a
a fun
map.
crackhead story from your neighborhood. I came to go pick up my car because
Did you make friends with them and try to bring them back to my apartment?
No, I haven't. I haven't been drinking. I
now.
don't do that when I'm not doing blow and drinking. So I've been relatively normal lately. But yeah. So fucking, there was some guy. Kayla was bringing me back to my car. And as I'm coming down, there's just a guy in the middle of the street getting real aggressive with passing cars, just getting mad as fuck at every passing car and like punching at people's cars and shit like
I bet
that.
you I know who it was.
I was like, if he punches at the car, just run this man over. And she's like, I'm not going to murder a man, but that's not going to happen. So she drops me off. I think this is the end. Like because crackheads scurry away. They're like roaches. You see them in the daylight and then they're gone.
Yeah.
But I get in my car. It takes me a second to get back up the street. And by the time that I get out to like the end of Apple next to Blue Rock, I look over and the crackhead's there's like fucking 10 cars piled up because there's a crackhead trying to fist fight with a trucker. The crackhead's all of 5'9". It's a big burly truck, fucking Trump sticker trucker guy that's out there fucking like just big ass barrel chest, and he's like, "Come on, man, I'm just trying to fucking get out of here." And he was like, "Nah, fuck you," and he's like got his crackhead hands up with his chin all the way out, like just on a dinner plate, ready to just be taken from him.
Just press the button, please.
Yeah, this man's trying to be, and then I hear him screaming, "Yo, fucking racist!" And he's like pointing at the guy's like Trump sticker on his truck, and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, so
Super racist.
now I can't hit you, or it's a felony." Wow, damn it!
That's one of two meth heads that basically lives in this alley back here. Like, you remember when I walked over to Chameleon that one night, and I was like, "Oh, I almost fought a meth head for no reason."
Yeah, is he one of them?
So there's the little white dude with the oddly like well-groomed shaved head, and then there's the taller, well, not tall, but taller than the other guy, skinny black dude. And I have seen them smoking meth sitting on that guardrail right there. As you like, so it's a tight turn to get. I'm sure you guys came in that way.
Yeah.
So going out, it's a tight turn, and they literally sit right by where that first car is. So as you're going, you're like, I'm about to bump your fucking legs with my car at 6 a.m. trying to go to work, and they're just pipe going, just
Not a care in the goddamn world.
And I mean, the one dude, like, it's almost like a sign spinner. Like, you know how like sign spinners do shit where you're like, what the fuck? He's doing that with a pipe in his hand. Like, he's doing shit like,
yeah, dude, because you
you're a
can't
sleight
buy
of
this.
hand guy, magic guy, right?
How did you know that?
Because I remember you like, I'm assuming you were drunk, but you were telling me about magic one night.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Instead
fun.
of like a chip, he's just fucking flipping the fucking
like-
chicken bone through his finger.
No, it's like, you know, like I said, like those sign spinners that do shit that you're just like, when they're like, how do you do that with a fucking cardboard sign? Like the sign,
but
that's
it's
what
a
he's doing
fucking
with like,
chicken bone.
yeah, he's like
Fucking hell yeah,
rolling
dude.
it back over his fingers like fucking Two-Face.
So he's doing some like David Bowie in the Labyrinth shit with his hands and his pipe.
like those
I can
glass-
get
and
down with that.
Which, I mean, that's even better because it was kind of a glass
Yeah,
ball on the end of a
dude.
glass tube.
You think
so,
he was
yeah,
trying to summon a meth witch?
Yeah, I think that's what they were looking for.
I
Like,
was.
is that like the mating call? Like if you can like spin it just right, then
Then it
Yeah,
whistles
just
and it
needed-
calls the others. Yeah.
He just
it's like
needed
shaking a
pinch.
pill bottle in West Virginia.
He just had to add a pinch of like dying dog hair into the fucking meth pipe along with the rock, and the spell would have been complete.
I was hanging out with Muhammad Patel one time. You know Muhammad,
Yeah.
friend of the podcast, and he knows
Don't draw him.
too many homeless people.
Yes.
Like
He's-
it's insane.
Are you
Hello.
saying Cody's homeless?
No, I'm saying that Cody.
know,
I
is the
would
same
be
way.
if I.
He's
Not for
homeless
the
in
kindness
jail.
of family
Cody's
members.
grandpa didn't let him live there. Then yes, but no, the same,
Unquestionably.
that same unreasonable thing that like Muhammad would do, where he'd go talk to like the person
Everyone.
that everyone else is like, don't talk to that
Yeah.
guy. Talk to everyone else here, but not that way. Like the way Muhammad's drawn
Yes.
him.
You'll do the same thing. You'll just
I like crazy people.
You seek out chaos.
I have friends that are fucking like real like crazy people, like legit.
Brick
like some
people.
people, like my friends are crazy. I'm like, really? Did your friend buy an abandoned house in Detroit and burn other abandoned houses down? No, that's crazy. Yeah, those are my friends.
I
Yeah.
like that. That's why I hang out with Muhammad. Actually, that's
So you get a taste of his crazy friends.
yeah.
what it was the end of a long night, and he saw one of his like homeless friends. And he's like, "Hey, pick this lady up. She's good people." it won't be a problem. I promise. I'll vouch for her. And she's slurring, and she gets in the back of the car, and she's in there for like 5 seconds, and I hear that sucking sound, and a crack rock literally hits the back of Muhammad's head.
Yes.
She lasted 5 seconds. Like, all right, you need to go.
No, do you know I got punched for Muhammad?
For him.
Yeah, in place of.
Why is he not scheduled to be on the show? He's got fucking hang out with crackhead stories.
Right now, he's in Iowa.
Oh, okay.
He'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Good
reason. Can we get him on the show? Will he do it?
Yeah, he did our show when he stripped naked for it, so we didn't
we
have
got video. Come on.
Like I did his podcast. I was like, I don't know, first, second.
Yeah, that was fun.
So no, it's when they had that mic at the sushi place down in Clifton.
That Schubert ran.
Yeah. So after that, he's out there and he's aggressively screaming at some homeless man, and then like out of the woodwork, like 3 other homeless guys show up.
Was he just playing dice with them, like trying to get it?
No,
I know you got a loaded die.
My actual thought in the moment was like, are these like the real Ninja Turtle? Because it seemed like they just like came out of the sewer to try to fight.
One is late. Like
they tried to like just come out of the sewer to fight us. So like I grabbed Muhammad. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like go back over there. Like point him towards the rest of the comics because he was hammered and he's just arguing with this homeless man, but screaming at him like top of his lungs. Fuck up, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like all of a sudden, as I'm sending Muhammad away, I turn around and just bang. I get punched by this tiny, frail homeless man.
Did you eat that shit like the Terminator?
Yeah, I mean,
some scary guy shit.
I'm not gonna lie. He dude probably. I mean, legitimately probably weighed 120 pounds.
What horrible shit did you do to this poor crazy man?
He didn't have to. When he looked at him, his arm was already shattered.
He broke his fucking hand.
Yeah, there's just bone just sticking out of everywhere.
Like it was one of those ones where.
This man just ruined himself.
I didn't even feel like there was no response necessary. Like I just looked at him like, why? Why would you do that? And like all of them kind of like seemed like they came to their senses in that moment. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this is probably a bad idea.
Dude, Lloyd's so scary.
He punched a brick wall and understood that there's no taking this.
Lloyd's so terrifying to other people that he can crumple you with his words.
His eyes said why, and they were like, good question. We're going to go think about it.
Why do my ribs hurt?
Yeah, Muhammad got me punched.
He punched Lloyd, and all 5 of his Horcruxes died. Which is just the other 3 homeless people and 2 more.
And you can drop the cruxes from that. There's 5 homeless horses.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah.
Do you guys have another hour in you?
Dog, I have nothing to
Sick.
do.
Hell yeah.
If you want to hear the rest of Luke and Lauren.
Whoa, that was an hour already?
That's we're right at the reads. We're at 51 minutes. So by the time we get to the end of all this shit, all the plugs and everything, we'll be right at an hour. If you want to check out the latter half of this podcast, go to patreon.com/thebastardsermon. $5 a month for all the bonus content. There's at least 1 bonus episode a week, plus we do LLCs, plus the Nerdcast that's coming out, plus you get the free episode a day early on Saturdays. So go and check that shit out. There's full videos for fucking everything, and when there's not, we'll be editing shit and getting it out there.
You're so cute.
What are you guys' social media handles? What are you guys' social media handles? And plug your podcast one more time, please.
I'm Luke Fegenbush, spelled just like it sounds on everything.
Do you want me to go while you pull things up? Do you want me to talk more while you're talking? You can find me at Loren Hutton Creative. That's literally everything across the board. I do all sorts of shit. I don't have any shows coming up because I'm lazy and scatterbrained. But I 3D print shit, so if you want to do that, I don't know, send me a message.
Sick.
I like making things out of plastic. Listen to my music on Spotify because that actually gives me money.
I didn't want to insult you by assuming you were vamping.
Vamping?
Yeah, just like carrying on for the.
No, I actually do things.
Okay, you're plugging shit.
Jesus.
He's like, I've just never seen it, Lauren.
He's like, and I putt golf on the weekends. And Luke, are you ready?
He's like, I have a dope ass vape, checkered shorts. Like,
I did.
I thought
red
you
sunglasses.
said vamping. I thought this dude was out in a cloak with mascara at night, just fucking.
For the record, that is vamping. You can't call it. The 27th of May, I have a show at Urban Artifact with Josh O'Neill headlining. And I forgot to plug that our last 2 podcasts. So sorry, Josh O'Neill.
So good at this.
And which one was it? June 5th, I'll be at Go Bananas for the Yo Bananas show in the middle of the day. And then on Wednesday, June 8th, I'll be funniest person in Cincinnati at Go Bananas as well.
Go check those out. Wednesdays at Go Bananas, man. They're fucking fantastic. It's always everybody bringing their best shit. It's all the up and coming people from the city bringing the best jokes they have to do a 5-minute spot back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
And the crowds are never better. I've never seen a wilder room. It's
always fun. I've been to them for the past, I don't know how long have they been doing it.
Oh, years, except for the last 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And it's one of the greatest rooms to see comedy in the fucking nation. Like one of them. So
I remember,
go to Go Bananas.
I think I was there for Blake's first one. If that gives you any.
Oh my God.
That would have been like 10 years ago or something like that. Holy shit.
Yeah, I like when people show up to open mics and they're like, "Oh, who's this guy?" And I'm like, everybody's like, "No, he'll be here.
Just wait, dog.
You'll meet him. He's around."
Yeah, there's a few names that it's just like when people find out that like, oh, you do comedy? And I'm like, yeah, but you shouldn't come to see me. Here's some people that you should find. Go find their shit. And I just start name dropping Blake Hammond, Mark Shalafoo, Chris Weir. There are others, but I'm going to not say
the dude that looks like
anymore.
Treebeard.
Yeah. Who?
Lloyd.
Lloyd doesn't do comedy.
Yeah, I do like when other comics are like, "Oh, no, I saw you at blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "No, you didn't." They're like, "No, yeah, no, dude, you're funny." I'm like, "I've never done comedy."
It was flattering last week when Chris was like, you'd been doing it. I was like, I've never done it once. I'll never do it
but
ever.
If you do comedy, you will know Lloyd just hanging around.
I'll be there, but I'm not going up.
There'll be the piercing set of eyes staring at you and judging you silently, rocking back and forth like a madman in there.
I'll be the giant.
Don't worry, he's not going to stab you. He's just judging your jokes super hard.
The giant, clearly autistic man.
I didn't say that.
Who really wants to give you tags after the show, but doesn't.
Holy shit. Yeah, how do you guys land this puppy?
We're about to do it right now. You'll see.
All right, so we are sponsored by Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop.
Towards your mic.
What?
Towards your mic. Keep going. You're good.
Okay.
You were talking out.
It doesn't matter. Keep going.
Okay, Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. We are sponsored by them, and they've got a load of sweet equipment. They've got clipper lighters that I'm a big fan of. They're refillable lighters that look pretty nice. They've got pokers for your joints if you're a joint guy, or perhaps you got some cones. You pick them up from Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop as well. They've got the raw eco-plastic rollers to help you roll those joints, and if you're shitty at them. I'm not. I'm a senior smoker here. They've also got the aluminum grinder with the scarlet leaf design on the front. They've got all sorts of products. They've got Delta 8, 9, and 10. They've also got Kratom, if that is your sort of thing. And if you want to get any of these products that I had mentioned, you can get them with a 15% discount when you mention that you are a bastard at the checkout counter. And they have 2 locations, one of which is at 937 Monmouth Street, Newport, Kentucky, 41071. And the other one is at 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45249. Again, let them know you're a bastard upon purchase, and you'll get 15% off your order.
Do you want to do the other one?
Yeah, check out banginsnacks.net. I was just enjoying some Oreo Milka from the Netherlands, I believe. They have great snacks from all over the world, like stuff you can't normally get here. And a lot of them are really fucking dope. We just did a box of them the other day that we got, and it was fantastic. Almost everything in there was a fucking home
delicious.
Run.
They had Lay's that taste like pot roast.
Yeah, it was baked pork.
Damn.
They had grilled pork shit. They had
they were fucking delicious, man. Like it was like
So
they got baked squid chips. They got
you get
fucking
mad
crab
that you
chips.
can't just go buy
They
these
got-
at the grocery store.
Jesus
They're some of the shit's fantastic. Some of it's, but most of that shit was home runs out of the park, especially the drinks.
The
sodas
better
were
majority
great.
of that whole box was delicious. We ended on 3 bad ones, but for the 3 bad ones, there was 12 good ones.
Yeah.
So it was
I
fucking.
heard Seymour's episode where you were eating that, and my mouth was watering.
But I mean,
I'm glad it was
also-
listenable because I thought we were just fat on
I
fucking
made it
Mike.
to the end. Yeah.
But yeah, also like just price wise, like I actually just for my own interest, I was looking up other places that you can order some of these things, and the prices are way fucking better at banginsnacks.net. And if you use the code BASTARD or BASTARDS at checkout, you can save 15%.
Yes, you sure can. Check out Lloyd and Alex Schubert's other podcast, Fuck You Like The Bengals. The season's coming back in a couple months, and they're doing off-season shit. They might be getting, I don't know. Check them out. Go and fucking download Fuck You Like The Bengals. There's all kinds of shit in the works. I don't want to fucking spill the beans on anything I'm not supposed to. Also, Patrick Seda, former host of The Bastard Sermon, the one that Lloyd replaced, runs Dark Mountain Cult. If you want to get some dope-ass art or a mood mat, I think that's for your fucking, your smoking needs, your fucking, your bong rips and your dab rips and shit like that. But if you just want something cool you could stick on your coffee table, go buy one of his mood mats off of his Etsy. It's Dark Mountain Cult. Go and follow him on Instagram, same name. He's got all kinds of dope ass fucking art, Pokemon horror art and shit like that. And while I'm thinking about it, Just Eclipse coming back. I've been helping them fucking record. Blake and Jeremy, they do Just Eclipse.
Recording right here? Where we're sitting?
Recording it right here, trying to get it all set up. I'm producing another episode for them Wednesday. Look out for that. And be on the lookout for shit coming up with Luke's Nerdcast. All right, patreon.com/SebastianSermon. $5 for everything. Bitch, goodbye.